Yeah, I was looking through. I was looking at Justice Steely's Wikipedia page today because I was just getting some information for this. I noticed that this is his entire Wikipedia page, and it says he made his MLB debut against the Milwaukee Brewers, striking out the first batter he saw. It's totally not like this guy had a 16-5 record, had a 3.06 ERA, and has been doing pretty well for us. Oh, and just so happened to finish fifth in Cy Young voting. He should have been higher. Anyway, hello. Um, I decided to finally make the Cubs video. I know. It took me like a month too long, but there's actual things to talk about besides just a recap. So, the Chicago Cubs outperformed expectations and went above 500, getting one game out of the playoffs because they went like 2-6 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. I don't know why we went. Oh, I don't understand. How do we go? How do we do this badly? Again, no, 1-6. We won one game again. Yeah, we basically carried our entire wins by beating the Pirates. Yeah. Anyway, so the Cubs, they were not expected to do much this year. At the beginning, I was hoping for something, but we had pieces. We had at least 1 year of Cody Bellinger. See if he actually is good. He was good. I would have had the graphic up for him getting like Silver Slugger or whatever, but then my computer crashed. Anyway, so just Steely, he finished fifth in Cy Young voting. He should have been higher because Christ, the dudes above him were not that great. 16-5, did pretty well. For Stroman was up there for a while, but then he fell off a cliff, which contributed to our failures. But whatever. It's not like we would have made the World Series like the Diamondbacks did. So you're welcome. Anyhow, we finished second in the NL Central as well, which is pretty good, and only the Milwaukee Brewers finished ahead of us. We then went ahead and stole their manager, while already having Ross for another year. Sure, anyway. So, March, April, we started very mid. May, we did terrible. June, we did okay. July, we did amazing. August, we did really amazing, and then we fell off. 4-12 on the road. That is all. But finished 500. We did better than the Reds, the Pirates, and the Cardinals. I have all that talent. You have all that talent, eh? Eh? Where'd it go? Oh yeah, it didn't go anywhere. You put the guy that you thought was a franchise catcher at every other position except catcher. What are you doing? Anyway, yeah. Stealing our catcher did not work out well. Let's hope that stealing the better team's manager works out for us, please. So we sucked on the road compared to the Reds and the Brewers, who somehow the Reds have a higher road record than the Brewers. Ah, whatever. In the perfectly mid division of the NL Central, we stood out, I guess. I don't know. We just beat the crap out of the Pittsburgh Pirates and occasionally the Cardinals, but that's about it. We had a couple games where we scored a lot more points. I think there was 4 or 5 games that involved more scoring than the Iowa Northwestern game held at Wrigley Field. So, anyway. So we pretty much had a dud at the end of the year because we lost a giant series to the Diamondbacks. Got lost to another series to the Rockies, then lost to the Diamondbacks 3 times in a row to make it a 5-game losing streak. Beat the Pirates once, crapped the bed against swept the Rockies, got swept by the Braves, and then lost the series to the Brewers to end the season, which was already over at that point. So it was not a good end of season, but it showed promise. We get Cody Bellinger, but nope, he doesn't want to come back. Damn it! Anyway, yeah, we gave him a qualifying offer. He said no, but now there's this whole thing where apparently we're giving a giant deal to the Shohei Ohtani, which is something. I guess I'm glad that we didn't trade the entire farm for him, and instead we're just gonna give him a bunch of money, which is better, I guess. I mean, probably be less money in Nebraska politics, but whatever. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there for my own sake, but yeah. So we outscored everyone in the division. It doesn't show that here, but we had 819 runs scored and only allowed 723. Almost 100-point differential, which is better than the Brewers. So, we had a better point differential than the Phillies and also less than the Padres. Beast the best owner. Anyway, so we had an offense, we had some sort of defense, and we had like a bunch of Gold Glovers. How'd this team only win 83 games again? Well, we didn't necessarily have that great of a start, and that ending was pretty much the culmination of a bunch of, I wouldn't say failures, I'd say more of injuries that kind of killed us. And then, Stroman, he fell off a cliff before getting injured. There just wasn't anything left. It was even a surprise that we could get 83 wins. The best I thought we could have done was like 75 wins. Maybe get close to 500, but I didn't think extra of it. This was a rebuilding year that, again, just like what Nebraska is doing right now, it's a little ahead of schedule. And now they got their manager of the future. They're attempting to get Shohei Ohtani. I don't believe he wants to come here, but whatever. Anyway, sorry for saying that, but there's other free agents that we could go for. Maybe Cody Bellinger does want to come back. Is this Scott Bour? Oh. Okay. Well, that's cool. I guess we're gonna be waiting a month. I wanted to wait until, some epic signings happen, if like Cody Bellinger was actually gonna come back or if he was just leaving for someone, but I don't think that's happening for another month, so whatever. It's fine. There's also like this Yamamoto, there we go. Nippon Professional Baseball or whatever. He's coming to the States. Still currently a free agent. In fact, everyone on this list that I'm looking at is still a free agent. But I feel like there's some other free agents that we could sign. Like, also Marcus Stroman. Yeah, he's gone, but he's probably not. I think it's weird that he doesn't want to come back from his player option, because I'm just gonna say it, he sucked that last bit. Like that was just not good. Like he did well. He did well for most of the season, but then he just fell off the face of the earth, and that's just not what you like. He was like 8-2. Let me look. He was like 8-2 or something. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row where he won games. Right up until the 25th of June, where he lost. He then lost again. No decision. Won. Lost. No decision. Lost. No decision. No decision. No decision. Lost. And there was an injury in there, 7:31 to 9:15. So he just did not perform well at the end. He didn't even make it past 4 innings in those the 20th all the way until the end of the season. He did not make it that far into games, mostly just because he was just started giving up like a crap ton of runs at the end. And while his beginning was also not the greatest, he had win, loss, no decision, loss, no decision, no decision, loss. Before that run, he made an amazing run, shot his value all the way up, and then it cratered. So I don't know why he didn't decide to take his player option and come back. I swear there was a player option. Hold on. Oh, I lost it now. Wait. Yeah, he elected free. Yeah, he opted out of his contract. He would have made $21 million. His failure. I don't know why he did that. But I guess he must be a Scott Boras client or something. I don't know, but we had some other bright spots. Seiya Suzuki, he played pretty well, but he kind of was not playing all too many games. No, he still played every day, but he played okay. He played good enough, and his position is fine. Now we have a player that took a lot of wins and losses. Drew Smyly, 11-11 with a 5 ERA. Now, I'll preface this by saying that he wasn't starting all of those games. He stopped starting around beginning to mid of August, where he faced the Mets on the August 7th, gave up 8 hits and 7 earned runs. Next game, he went a singular inning. He did play some games where he had like 3 innings in relief. So he's a good long relief inning guy. He's just there. He's sticking with the Cubs. He exercises $8.5 million option. So he's staying with us. A guy that I don't understand why he was constantly coming up to the roster was Miles Mastrobuoni. What was his entire use? I mean, he had a 241 average, but he had a lot of zeros on here. And he hit like 1 home run, and that was St. Louis, but he just, I don't know what, we kept like going, letting him go back down, go back up, but yeah, it's whatever. By the time that, we did some trades. We got Jose QS, which honestly I don't really know what his whole deal was. He had like played for us for a little bit, but he was kind of just like a reliever that existed, one of the holds. And then there was Pete Crow Armstrong, who didn't get a single hit, but also contributed to runs, pinch runs, I guess, and stolen bases. So sure, I guess he's fine. And then there's Jameer Candelario, whom we traded for at the trade deadline. It's something that I was praying that we wouldn't do. I was praying that we would not sell. because giving up Cody Bellinger and any of the players would have just been a bad idea. Instead, we bought because we suddenly surged in July, and it looked promising. It looked like we could have made a run for the NL Central, and if not, then wild card. Nah, that was not happening. But we were close there for a hot minute, and then went 12-17 in September/October. So yeah, yep. There's the revival of Cody Bellinger. Yeah, that's something that not a lot of people were expecting. It was mostly a speculative deal for the Cubs to take on Cody Bellinger, who wasn't doing that great as a a hitter, but then he absolutely went off this year. Got a 307 batting average. So I say that's pretty good, especially since he also got a bunch of home runs and RBIs. So that's nice. That's nice of him to help out with that. There were some other bright spots. There's other guys that we have locked up for a while, like Ian Happ. He did all right, I guess. I mean, 248, 21 homers, and 84 RBIs. Yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. We have a bunch of pitchers here that are there. One of the guys that we had traded, got as a trade back from that one trade with the White Sox. He in a rehab game, he retore something, and he's missing this season as well. So that kind of sucks for him and also us. And then there was Dansby Swanson. He was there, I guess. He hit like 22 homers. We had a bunch of guys that could hit, and we had a bunch of guys that actually could pitch the ball. We fell apart, not necessarily because of management. I wouldn't really say managing was the problem. I wouldn't say David Ross was the problem. He was kind of a part of it. He isn't the greatest. That's why we probably went out and got Craig Counsell. But Ross was doing an okay job. He isn't top 10, but he is at least top 15, I'd say, in terms of managing. But if you can upgrade from top 15 to like top 5, that's a good move, I guess. So, there's that. Essentially, all the Cubs need to do is get some players for Craig Counsell to manage. Maybe try and bring back Cody Bellinger if you can, and then just see what you can do from there. They're testing out some players in the fall league or whatever for like switching positions. I know one guy is like expected to be a first baseman this year. They're switching up positions just to see what happens, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming months on whether the Cubs actually pull the trigger on getting Ohtani, or we get another guy that will help contribute. We just need players. And I feel like it's more of we need players and depth pieces all at the same time. Because while we may have, players, what killed us was probably depth. And, we could rest players. We could do all of that, but it kind of hurt us when we did rest those players. And we'll just need improvement from all of the roster spots, and that would be nice. It would be nice. But can't wait for next season, unless certain things go wrong, then oh no. But I'm ready for it. I'm ready for whatever next season gives the Chicago Cubs. And, yeah. I hope you are ready as well for next season because, well, it'll be the first full season I actually, well, no, it won't. It'd be the second one, but it will be interesting to see how the Cubs do under new management and new players, possibly. We'll see if we can actually do something. Because going to the playoffs would be nice. Whatever. Well, maybe next year we'll see some October ball, and if we don't, then I'll be a bit sad unless, things happen. I'll be like, that happened. But, yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys this weekend. Bye-bye.